Good morning, sister girl. It is September 27th. On my way to work. And actually just took a picture of my plant again. And it seems like it's blooming more and more. So I'm going to continue tracking it. I'm going to continue capturing its stages. So I may not be a gardener, like I don't garden, but the Holy Spirit is teaching me to garden my mind and my heart with His help. And I know when I mentioned wrestling with God, may not be something that is talked about often. Not to say that it doesn't happen, because it does, but because I choose to check in with myself as my way of showing up for me and allowing this space to be my safe space where I can be seen and heard by God. I don't have to document in order for me to be seen and heard by God, but I choose to do so that I can also see myself and be heard by me. And I hope that in doing so, it encourages or blesses whoever comes across this. But in wrestling with God, when I mentioned in my check-in yesterday that there's a difference when you wrestle with God and when you pick a fight with God. Because when you pick a fight with God, you're not really fighting with God, it's the enemy you're fighting with. And the enemy fights you to take you out, to beat you down. God wrestles with us to build us up with His love, with His grace, with His mercy, with His forgiveness. The enemy just wants to beat us down, knock us out with shame, guilt, fear, doubt. Did I mention that? Insecurity, your past, your present, your future that you think you have no hope for. That's what he tries to knock us out with. But when we wrestle with God, He's building us up. He's strengthening us. He's maturing us. He's stretching us. He's refining us. He's purifying us. And that's the season that I'm currently in. And what I found to be frustrating in the beginning of this process was that I thought that I had overcome this. And it's not that I haven't. I have. But I'm at a different dimension in God. Right? He takes us from glory to glory. And I have asked for Him to take me deeper in Him and higher in Him. And so with that, of course, there's going to come trials. There's going to come tests. There's going to come, there's going to be spiritual warfare, because the enemy does not want us to go higher in God and deeper in Him. He wants to knock us out and stay there. But it's up to us to choose whether we are going to allow the Holy Spirit into our hearts, into our minds. And what's beautiful about that, when I read John 16:7, that Jesus came, right, to walk alongside with us. But then He leaves because Jesus can only be at one place. The Holy Spirit dwells on the inside of us and can be in us, all of us, if we choose to welcome Him. And it is to our advantage that Jesus goes so that the Holy Spirit can come. So He's here. But it's up to us to welcome Him in. And so I have, and I will continue to do so. So, yeah. That is today's check-in. Alrighty. Toodles.